Okay guys, welcome. In this video we're going to show you how we install wood shake shingles. Now if you're new to this and you're watching this video, it's not that complicated. For some reason roofing companies charge a lot of money for this, but if you read the manufacturer's instructions, it's actually extremely simple. I'm going to help you understand the process of installing a wood shake roof yourself. And I promise anybody can do it. You don't need any kind of special training. Just watch this video. And so I'm here today at an old job we did. So we are in Tennessee and we are doing a job for the National Park Service. This job we completed about 4 years ago, and we're actually here again helping them on a new job. My goal with this video is to show you shouldn't be scared of wood shake. It's not that difficult. Alright guys, let's hop in and get to it. Alright, so this is the finished product, and you can see it's crazy. Like, I love the way this looks. Look how uneven it is, and you might say, oh my gosh, these guys don't know what they're doing. Rest assured, this is exactly how wood shake is supposed to look. So in this video we're going to go over how to install this, some things to look out for. I'm even going to show you the mistakes that we make when we're installing. Every roofing company makes mistakes on every roof, and we try to go back and take care of the customer when we spot the mistakes. But I look forward to showing you guys exactly how this is installed.
Now, like with any other roofing project, you want to make sure that you have a solid roof deck. Now, on this project, we're not going to talk a lot about roof decking just because there are other videos about it, and I really want to spend this time talking about this mesh underlayment you see here. So this mesh underlayment is exclusive for cedar shakes. Is to allow the cedar shakes to breathe, and we're going to use this in conjunction with roofing tar paper as we install these cedar shakes. Now, it's very important that you understand that this mesh goes all the way down from the bottom here all the way up to the top, so it's going to cover the entire roofing deck, and you're going to build your starter right on top of it. Later on in the video, we're actually going to show you exactly how you're going to use that tar paper with each row of cedar shakes that you put down. Let's go ahead and move on to installing the starter.
So on the starter row, in my opinion, it's one of the most important. So I'm going to kind of spend a little time on this because this kind of sets the stage for everything else. So on starter, you want to use shingles, not shake. So you need enough shingles to use for the starter, and the shake's going to go on top of this. Now, you'll see here, the nail placement here is a little bit high. You really want the nail placement down here. I'm gonna have to talk to the guys about that. But when the higher the nail placement, basically what that means is when wind gets up under here, it pushes it up, and it's easier to break. Kind of think about a pencil. It's easier to break a pencil at two opposite ends. So I've got a problem with the nail placement here. One thing that is good is the spacing. So on these you want to have enough room for the wood to expand. So when this gets wet, this actually is going to close up. So you want to have about, I like about 1/4 of an inch to 1/8 to 1/4 on my starter. And you can kind of see that we're getting ready to, finish this entire roof. I got Angel over here. He's adjusting the nail gun because we were a little bit, the pressure's a little bit too much. If you see this problem, so when you're installing, if you see this is a tell sign that your air gun has too much pressure, too much force, it's breaking the wood. Also, the nail placement here is not good. It should be a little bit over here. So this is actually, I'm showing you what not to do, and we're actually gonna fix this. All right, so after you get your starter row, then you start laying the shake. So you can kind of see we're on the third row here. Now, depending on your manufacturer instructions, every slope, every shake manufacturer is different. So you should always defer to their instructions, and that's what we're doing here, because the next thing that we're going to talk about is the exposure. All right, so this is a 7-inch exposure. We've popped a chalk line every 7 inches. That's what the manufacturer says that they want to see on this slope with this exact kind of shake. Again, talk to them. I've seen exposures at 8%. At 8 inches. I've seen exposures at 6 inches. So next is shake placement. And so if you remember on our starter, so we've got starter on this whole bottom row. Now, we popped a chalk line to butt these up perfectly. You don't, if you start doing this with just your eyes, you're not gonna have straight lines, and it's gonna look really, really silly. One step it's extremely important when you're installing shake, and we don't do this with shingles, but that is tar paper. So let's see if I can find, if you look on every row here, there's tar paper underneath, right? And that tar paper is there because your exposure. So when you are putting down your shake, this is extremely important. I want to spend some time here. So as you can tell, these are all different sizes. So it's not like shingles, regular asphalt shingles, where you just grab one, you put it down, pop, pop, pop. On these, you have to take your time selecting shake that fit that specific spot. Now, once you get the hang of this, this actually goes really quickly. And here's what you're looking for. So let's start here. So do you see how this one overlaps this one? You don't want this crack running into this crack. That's gonna cause a leak down the road. And so you can see how they're staggered. And that's really what you're looking for. You're looking to stagger these. Even this is a little too close. When you're doing so many of these, it's not going to be perfect. But this one's a little too close. I'd like to see it about right here. And when you're installing these, you also need to be careful with your nail placement. And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So keep in mind our exposure, if you remember, our exposure is 7 inches. So we have 7 inches here. So that means our nail placement needs to be behind the next layer of shingles. I normally like to do 1 inch to 1.5 inches, sometimes 2 inches above, to kind of keep it really strong. And I'm actually pulling this as hard as I can, and it's not moving. So I really like the nail placement on this one. It's gonna be here forever.
Due to some time constraints in the project, we couldn't get you a video of us installing the hip and ridge, but here's a detailed set of instructions on how to do so. I hope this video was helpful on teaching you how to install cedar shakes. If you liked the video, give us a thumbs up. It really helps out the channel. If you haven't subscribed to Digital Roofing Innovations, here's your official invitation. And always at Digital Roofing Innovations, we believe in using a modern approach with traditional values. Have a great day.